everybody, it's Nikki at A Step at a Time. You would have already heard that Brian and the Blue Butterfly is now live on Amazon. You can purchase it today and find out all about Brian's adventures and how they can help your children. But in writing Brian and the Blue Butterfly, I have some thank yous to make. And these thank yous are actually perhaps to some people, a bizarre group of people to tell. But as I said in my last video, I spent a large part of my career working with children and young people. And at the end of my teaching career, my last position, I was a lecturer in health and social care, and I had a beautiful group of teenagers that I worked with, and they were teenagers right up to young adults. And I taught them what was the equivalent of A-levels in health and social care, and the majority of them now are off at university studying to be midwives, health visitors, nurses, nutritionists, and a whole host of other careers. Whilst others are out actually in the care industry, helping the elderly, young people, children every single day, and I am so proud to say that I was part of that journey with them. But my very last tutor group were a group that actually I really hold dear to my heart because they were absolutely inspirational. And I say that because so many people will say, oh, 16 to 19-year-olds are such a nightmare. And I can honestly say I haven't really met any nightmare teenagers. They were an incredible group of young people and I absolutely loved teaching them. And I actually went into the college just before Christmas and I said to them that I was going to leave. And I'm not kidding you that to this day it's probably the guiltiest moment that I've ever experienced in my life. There were tears, there were tantrums, there was the general no, you're not going anywhere, because we were incredibly close. And whilst some people just said that I mollycoddled them, I have no belief in mollycoddling people, but what I do believe is if you support and empower young people to be what they want to be, then they literally can reach any of their goals. And therefore, we really spent a lot of time together talking about where they wanted to go, what they wanted to do, and I gave them as much support as I physically could. Now, most tutor groups maybe had 16 students in them. Mine ended up with 25 because at the end of the first year, my two tutor groups, everybody gets split up and they get put into different groups. And I didn't really want to separate them, so instead I put them all into one massive class and kept the whole lot of them. And when I said I wanted to leave, they asked me, where are you going? And I did say to them that one of my big dreams was I wanted to write my own set of children's books. And in the teaching industry, it had just become impossible. My hours were just full of teaching, planning, marking, UCAS references, parents' evening reports, and there just wasn't the physical time for me to be able to do what I wanted to do. So when I made the decision to actually go and run my business full time, I did have to say goodbye. Now we had this theme tune, and anybody that's watched Frozen will know the theme tune of Let It Go. And when they used to get really stressed at the end of term, I used to play the song, and they used to have a bit of a sing-song, and I think generally just found it quite amusing. And when I left, I had to ask them to let me go. And they were actually absolutely fabulous about it. As much as a lot of them did complain and did tell me they didn't want me to go, they were very mature and did say we understand why. So, having now written my book, Brian the Blue Butterfly, as I said, is now live, and you can follow his adventures at www.adventuresofbrian.co.uk. I want to thank that group for letting me go and thank them for giving me the freedom to go and do what I needed to do. They are all thriving. I've spoken to so many of them and they're doing so well at university, so well in their careers. But they inspired me to push myself further too. And I think it's so important to remember that we don't have to look at people that are older up than us to get our inspiration, because sometimes that inspiration is right under your noses. So I really want to thank my group for letting me go and create something so special. Some of them are mums, so I'm really hoping that this book will end up on their bookshelves. But I want to say thank you to Philomena, Morella, Marinata, Kajal, Brenda, Rochelle, Adina, Julia, Shay, Kimberly, Medina, Barakat, Joy, Werda, Zazette, Samira, Fauzia, Shola, Zainab, Charlotte, Stella, Mahmuda, Freddie, Georgiana and Kadisha. My very last tutor group, my last group that I taught. You've been absolutely fabulous and thank you for your inspiration. I hope you're all well. I hope that I speak to you all soon. And in the meantime, this one's for you guys. Take care. Bye.